What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more Vicky 3. Pivot of Empires has just released, and we're going to celebrate by doing a little challenge campaign here. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going for one of the hard achievements that was added with the DLC, and that is Azadi. As the Mughal Empire, complete the Prisoner of the Red Fort journal tree, expel the British, and bring all of India under your control. So for this, we're going to be doing economic dominance, Iron Man mode, any country, and we're going to be playing as Hindustan, which is actually the tag for the remnants of the Mughal Empire. They're called Hindustan instead of the Mughals, though they do have, like, their culture and things are all based on the Mughals as well. You'll see as we kind of go through here. But let's go ahead and load in and talk about some of the new additions with this pack that have come out. I've tried this start a couple times. Mostly it goes well. My last time I tried this, we actually lost our Independence War, which is unfortunate, but let's kind of go over the mechanics that are going to be a factor in here. But first, let's do our tech. So what I actually want to do now, first thing first, is I want to pick up Empiricism, Law Enforcement, Line Infantry, and then I want to go for Railways. After Railways, Water Tube Boiler, actually probably honestly do Agriculture, Water Tube Boiler, Bessemer Process. That's my kind of technology path I want to do. So, Empiricism, because we have total separation, and I think there's a way to get that pretty early here, which is going to be important considering we're in India, where there's the big conflict between the Hindis and the Sunnis. So it's going to be nice to get that. We have Law Enforcement over here, so we can get iron frame buildings as well as dedicated police force. Unrest is going to be a thing here. For our achievement, we have to take all of India, so it's going to be a lot of war, and law enforcement will help us deal with that, the turmoil that's going to happen from constantly conquesting. And then over here, of course, we have the focus on getting our railroads. That way we can have more infrastructure. For politics, there's been some changes. First things first, let's go ahead and throw the armed force in, and we are going to be going for our peasant levies into professional armies, because that's going to just make our military stronger, and it will also weaken the landed nobility here. The Zamindars are the typical hereditary owners of large estates. They often represent the remnants of the Mughal era aristocracy, granted the right to collect land revenues on behalf of the rulers. So it's the landed nobles. And some big changes that have happened in this patch, we now have political movements. So in the past, you were able to actually directly bolster and suppress your interest groups. Not so anymore. Now you actually have to bolster and suppress political movements instead. And based on political movements, you have different effects. Like for here, we have the absolutist movement, who we are going to be suppressing. And this has the effects of causing more royalists and authoritarians to take charge of the pressured interest groups as time goes on. So by suppressing this, we'll have less of the royalists and authoritarians. This can be the way that we are going to actually get some other bonuses. We'll kind of talk about that once we have the opening events here. There's some events that happen when you play in the Indian subcontinent that get you set up for doing some interesting things at the start. So, our journal entry that was mentioned in the achievement is the Prisoner of the Red Fort. The lords of Hindustan once ruled from Kabul to the Carnatic coast, but the Golden Age has long since passed. British East India Company's power steadily grows, each year asserting new prerogatives of its own and denying our court more and more of the authority, prestige, and traditions it once enjoyed. Now the great scions of Timur scarcely wield any power beyond the walls of the Red Fort of Delhi. We must act to save Hindustan, lest it slide into oblivion. Our goals are, of course, to become independent and be at peace, and we fail if we are not a monarchy or have entered civil war. This is something we can get done pretty easily, because if I unpause and repause here, there is this unstable Raj event we're going to discuss and how it affects the Indian subcontinent. Also, what I want to do is immediately I want to request support regime, and I want to actually start improving relations with all of the Indian people around us. So we want to do Garhwal, Gwalior, Indore, Jaipur. I also want to make sure I get my interest, forgetting where the button is, into central India, so I can improve with Nagpur and Hyderabad eventually. And I lost a little bit of time by doing that, but I want to grab some states and build some buildings here. So what I want to do is I probably want to do 5 tiers of wheat farms, 4 tiers of opium, 1 sugar plantation, 1 banana plantation, 1 livestock, and then I want to go and build some basic industries that we're going to need when we are free. Namely, that artillery foundry is going to become very important for us. And then furniture and food. Just covering our bases, that way we have a center of industry once we become free and enter our own market, because we are going to become free thanks to the Unstable Raj event. So unrest is brewing, and the 3 presidencies of the British East India Company, troubled by harsh taxation regimes, increasing disrespect for local customs, and territorial expansion at the expense of native princes. Indian opposition to company rule has been mounting in recent years. Worse still, discord can be found even within the proud ranks of the native sepoy regiments, who resent any challenge to their traditional status and privileges, to the sepoy mutiny. If stability of any presidency drops below high for 100 months, high being anything above 75 out of 100 here, India will erupt in open rebellion. Currently, this has been true for 0 months. I've never seen this not fire. In any of my test games, any of my attempted recordings of this achievement run, this is probably my 3rd recording, I think, for trying this. I've never not seen this fire. But the effects of open rebellion can vary pretty largely. Let's look at open rebellion here. The severity of the revolt will be decided by the stability of each of the 3 presidencies, ranging from minor unrest and defections to a total collapse of British authority. I have never seen the AI not hit 0-0 on all 3 of the presidencies in this patch yet. They've always have had it happen. But the second part is what's really a big factor here. When the revolt breaks out, princely states with high liberty desire will join the rebels. Ones with medium will stay neutral, and those with low will actively fight on our side. So when we have a breakup, like the event pop, if, say, Ode over here is in the high liberty desire, they will join our war and become our vassal. If they're in medium, moderate, they will stay neutral, and if they're in low, they will fight against us. Depending on how this breaks, we can either get a ton of vassals or have no vassals. I've only ever lost this war once when it popped, and that was in my last recording of this day, because things just didn't work out that way. But normally we kind of stomp British East India Company with how the RNG works out. So the reason we are doing these events here is to make sure we start with high liberty desire ourselves. You get a chance to go do that twice to do those events here, so you can almost guarantee that you're going to be in the high liberty desire whenever the war pops. An appeal to interlopers. So this event we could do, we can either get bonus dynamic success chance at the cost of liberty desire, or we can say, give me less dynamic time. Let's go for the success chance, because it's not going to be really a factor with us. We will use the events to get our liberty desire, and that little modifier is not going to be too much of a problem here. I also want to improve... 1 second, I have to... Okay, I'm getting a phone call. I got to take that. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Had to hop on a call with my manager to talk about preparations for Black Friday, because I work in a commerce company, so it's to get crazy this time of year. Anywho, we are just kicking things off, right? Still the first year, first here. Have to catch back up. What were we looking at? What was I doing? We're looking at Unstable Raj, the Open Rebellion, making sure our liberty desire stays high, and hoping beyond all hope that these other countries within the British East India Company also start to get high liberty desire. So ideally what we want to do is we want British East India Company to actually end up, we'll look at this in a second, actually end up annexing some of the smaller guys. That way the other guys get upset and will help us break free. In 1835, British agents insisted that Sultan Akbar recognized Prince Bahadur as his heir, despite the Sultan's wish to name Mirza Salim, his sickly 8th son, as heir apparent. Elements within the court have urged Akbar to contest the decision one last time. So we either acquiesce to the British demands, in which case we lose our desire and we kill off our heir, or we can say, British opinion be damned, Mirza Salim will be the heir. We get dynamic time for 2 years. But we have a younger and more ambitious prince, but he is sickly. And we lose some relations with British India. So these guys over here will not like us, or is it these guys that hate us? Yeah, these guys despise us. Which is fine. They can hate me all we want. We are building up our industries over here that we're going to probably need to leverage to make some money. Once we are independent, it'll increase our GDP by a little bit here. It's going to take a little bit. This is an event we have every now. The city of Delhi has turned out to celebrate harmony between Hindus and Muslims at the festival of Fuwalan Ki Sair. Sultan Akbar has made his traditional appearance, observing the Sair from the Sahar Mahal. Beautiful show of harmony and color. Migration attractionist, penalties from turmoil, and loyalty for 11 months. Undeserved blame. We can lose some authority here instead of shared living. That's fine. We have excess authority. And I want to be bolstering some movements here. So we can now have... Oh, we have an agitator slot. What political movement are you on? Can I see? Liberal movement. So I want to bolster the liberal movement then. We also want to probably bolster the Hindu rights, because this Hindu rights is how we get total separation. Because if we get some Minoritan traditionalists Total separation support. Very useful. That's why we're doing our initial push here to get academia. That we can try to get some harmony between the Hindu and Muslims, because that's going to be a key part of making sure we don't have a lot of unrest later on. All right, we should watch this tick down. Again, look at it, we're at negative 1.5. I've never seen this not tick down all the way to the bottom. So within the first 10 years here, we should have some civil war going on. There's a war fighting against Burma. To protectorate in... Okay, so we're going to have Burma in the east of India. They're going to be staying under Britain, which is worrying, but if they're a protectorate, it'll be fine. Professional Army is hopefully going to pass here. Hopefully give me some good rolls. And things are progressing. Currently we have a slaver in charge. I would love to find a good person to put in charge here. We have a royalist, a moderate, an authoritarian. Let's do the moderate. From the intelligentsia, get him in charge. And ideally what I want to do is have this guy take leadership of the armed forces once this is done here. So what we're going to do is once this passes, we're going to give we're not going to do local police force. 56% chance. Please pass. Alwar wants to support their independence. Let's go ahead and make sure we keep improving relations with other nations. Let's do Hyderabad. Well, let's do Ode, and I want to get some of these smaller ones that are directly border us. Come on, 55%. That's unfortunate. Shirley, 65%, 2/3 chance. Luck be a lady. 18 months of this. So we have another, what's that, 80-ish months? Something like 7-ish years? You're kidding me. We got a stall here? I'll pay the 100. Oh, please don't dice roll me to death here, game. Give me something early we can work with. Starting to build our opium plantations. Those are what's going to actually make us money here, is the opium. Because you're going to see that these things are not going to struggle to hire people, because the demand is so high. You spend so much little and you get so much opium in return. There we go, got professional army. So what we do now, take this guy, grant him leadership. He now has control of the Zemindars. We can go over here and we can go and do some kind of suffrage voting. Bam, bam, bam. We lose a lot of legitimacy, but we will now have more people in power here. And because of this, we get the British India Society. This is a good event. Reformers from Great Britain have expressed interest in our affairs. British Indian companies' treatment of us and the welfare of India more broadly. Engaging with them could give us support in Great Britain, but if they're active here, they may foster some radical thought among our intellectuals. So by accepting this, we get bonus liberty desire, and we get a, what's the word? An abolitionist to come and support our liberal movement. We have George Thompson. He is an abolitionist in charge of the intelligentsia. And we can use him to hopefully get some good laws here. So this Democrat, I want to use him to get universal suffrage, and we can probably get elected bureaucrats passed as well, which is a really good role for us, assuming we can get the distribution of power passed. We can go directly to elected bureaucrats and end up in a very good spot here. At least for our early game politics. We still got to win our civil war. Speaking of, I might end up wanting to... Let's drop the tooling workshops behind this artillery factory. We have to have the artillery factory. We should be fine if we don't build all the arms industries. But just in case, I want to cover my bases here. Yeah, this is my terms of priority here. One tooling workshop. The other two are going to be important because we're going to need tools. Because we're going to probably take over some mines and things. And just making sure the other guys are also... Okay, there we go. We're maxed out Liberty Desire. We need to make sure the other guys have the same. Let's get the control of George Thompson here. Only 2% stall. We have a new... Salim is now our ruler. He is moderate, but he is ambitious. Political group strength. Okay. Liberal movement support. That just popped up in my face. Let's do that. We're trying to weaken the absolutist movement here. The devout. He's a traditionalist. Weaken him. Roots of democracy. Let's get this success chance here. I want to get a lot of things done with this guy while he stays in power. And he's 44. He should live. Should live for a little bit here and let us pass some laws. Keep an eye on my political movements here. This is the one that's agitating because they have census suffrage law. One more roll here and we'll be good to go. About halfway done with this. This is a really good start to our law passings here. The only thing I want on top of this is going to be to get the Riots in power and do some changes to our economic law here from traditionalism. But if we can get rid of state religion and hereditary bureaucrats, chef's kiss will be in a good spot. Really good spot. Cultural exclusion is also something I really, really want. But I think it's got to be this to elect the bureaucrats right away because we get the bonuses. People will like us. Our first election is going to come into power here. Franchise for the farmers. We want to boost definitely the agrarian party here. Yeah, political strength. And here we go. We have a war. We're on the wrong side here. But they're going to kill Bawalpur. Not a success chance. And this should actually, I think, affect their unrest a little bit here. Yeah, they're not going down anymore. I want this to be high. Or at least not... There we go. They're starting to go up. War with Bawalpur. Coalition coupons. Momentum for the... So who is this dude? Pacifist. Loses popularity. That's fine. Meritocracy. Bonus success chance. I think we do just to weaken the Zemindars and get our 80% chance. Bawalpur is now weakened a little bit. I'm worried about some of these guys staying. Like, if these guys stay loyal here, it could be rough for us. Here's our first election. I want to throw everybody in here, I think. Yeah, let's keep a unified party. I can leverage this to good effect. Can I request support independence from anyone here? Send won't do it either. Okay. Come on, keep eating people up over here. There's a war. Oh, the Indian War over here. Not the Indian War. The Ottoman and Egyptian War. Alright, here comes artillery factories. Probably do want to maybe invest a little bit in some of our artillery here. Defensively, we're going to throw out 4 units of these. We now have access to total separation. Good. Do we have any of these traditionalists I really want here? No, we don't. Got colonization. Elect the bureaucrats, and then we're going to definitely go and try to get directly to homesteading here. Because these guys have really high approval of us right now. Plus 26. This passes. Crazy rolls we're having right now. I want to immediately go to homesteading here. Anything else I want to do instead of this? Homesteading next. After homesteading, then we come back and visit state religion. Keep things passing fast here. What's our heir? Minoritan traditionalist is the heir. Good blanket success chance here. Give me this blow to pass here. They're end up. Yeah, look at that. Plus 12 still. Really good early rolls for us. Rio interest group approval. They're now really happy. Just got to keep an eye out for this. So another 3-ish years? 2.5 years, kind of. Somewhere around there. I just want to get this passed before this guy dies. Because I think if this guy dies, their approval of these 2 other laws we did will change. But right now we're really benefiting from it. 5% chance, 10% chance. Bureaucratic trust is no longer permanent. This used to be permanent benefit there. Let's get the 10%. I like those permanent authority modifiers. Lets you really get some stuff going on. But we should get this passed. I think we'll be fine. Should be fine. Success chance, you have the Riots and the Intelligentsia are both endorsing. We are bolstering the Hindu movements and the liberal movements. I probably want to do... So this gets us out of that law option. That lets us also change to hopefully some type of economy eventually. 1.5 years. Next law change. Probably go to total separation here. Piss off the Ulema, who currently have how much against us? 28% is loyalists. All right, there is homesteading. Where to now? We could go to slavery banned. Minus 20% would be too much. Alternatively, we just go and hit up something like state religion here, total separation. Pass it. Hopefully this guy's going to change to be a, you know, what's his face? How's the liberal movement working? Just need to get... I'm actually in a good spot for most of these. Good early roll here. Here's another war. He's trying to take over Sind. He's calling me in here. But he's going to have some comeuppance in 9 months. Terrible stall. Hopefully the bait works in my favor here. Still get his infamy up. He has really high infamy. That means he's going to actually have this growing up. Infamy is only plus 10. Sind is dead. So let's just keep pissing off the Sunni ulema. I don't care at this point. And here we go. This event's going to fire. Once this happens, we might have to cancel the law passing. Liberal Party. Let's see what the election looks like. Other 2 parties have come in. Lesser education access, faith. Piss them off even more. Oh, keep them around. Keep them around. Liberal movement gets the... What modifier do they get? Where'd that happen? Okay, 10% bonus there. Yeah, help that abolitionist. Liberal Party doesn't matter to me. This is going to fire in 1 month. And let's see how this goes. This is going to be big for us. That's not good. That's terrible. How does that work? Should be neutral. Well, that's terribly bad. Alright, Peacock Throne flies the coop has been popped. We are gonna... So this is our event we get. Through politicking, intrigue, and intervention from on high, Hindustan has won its freedom from British East India Company. Delhi is awarded the festivity celebrating Padishah Salim's rule. We can either get our king to have a trait, or we can get some primary cultures and get 3 countries that have neighboring us to be annexed. We're going to take the countries here. Most of these guys should stay neutral, I'm hoping. We do get some more commanders in charge. Let's promote this guy. The way we win this war is by taking advantage of the wonderful frontline system that I need to not be terrible. Problem here is he's getting all his people are getting involved here. He must have rescinded the what's it called thing. Anti-clerical debates here. This one. We gotta win just where they don't have fronts. This front needs to now... Oh, you don't have a guy anymore? Defend! We're starting to lose. Very, very poor roll here that we have. But the good news is the south here should get taken over by Bombay pretty easily. You're not attacking. We have too many artillery. Hold my land, please. Oh. That's a crazy roll. It's such a crazy roll we had to have everybody against us, man. Worst part is we're squandering what would be a great spawn for us in terms of, like, events. We're gonna get killed. Damn it, man. Okay. Absolutely insane the way this shook out. Bengal's dead. We're gonna die next now. Yeah, and they just had a massive revolt. And here we go. We're gonna die. Oh, that's such a good roll. Oh, God. Okay, well, let's get back into it and try it again. All right, a little bit of an interesting thing here. We're in another re-roll trying to get it done, and there's an independence war that's broken out with a lot of people trying to break free from the East India Company. And there's also 22 months until the next revolt. But also, look, this should be the one, right? Like, why is it saying it for Jodhpur? Anyway, we have a lot of people who are willing to break free from them this time. So hopefully this will be our time. We're trying to pass freedom of conscience. We haven't had super crazy rolls as far as the diplomacy goes. We somehow have the People Wesleyan power. Don't know how that happened. We did end up getting professional army. Now we're trying to change our state religion. Nothing else has really happened here. Still tenant farmers, still serfdom. Our agitator has supported the peasant movement now instead of a liberal movement, so we're trying to do homesteading probably. And I'm decided not to levy a services tax, and instead I'm using it to get us some other stuff. I'll go under my limit here. Now, honestly, I could maybe go right away and go total separation here. They're already pissed. It'll weaken them, and that'll be good for us. It's going to also really make some people happy here. Let's give it a go and see if I can get it done. So this is a moderate versus a moderate. I'll let them fight. Don't remember which one he's from. Let's see which group that's from. They're both minority groups, so I shouldn't... Yeah, still both moderate, so it does not matter. We have line infantry now. There is a colonial tech. Law enforcement is on the way. That's my dedicated police force. I'm not going to have the bureaucracy to initiate that, but still good to have. We'll want that eventually. Lathe is coming up. We're going to be researched soon, and then we're going to hop over here. Our military spread has all gone our way here, so that's fine as well. I'm going to need to put some focus into military after I get through my law enforcement and stuff over here, because I want to get an edge against the other people in the subcontinent. How's this war going? 14 months. This lasts for more than a year. We'll be fine. He's annexing some people. He's slowly annexing all of them. The interesting thing is that a lot of these are just going to revolt free, right? Like, he's going to lose all the land. Like, we'll get all of Awad. We should get all of Oud. We should get all of Agra. And that actually is going to be good because we can annex Gwalior. So him annexing some of these guys is going to be good for us. Pretty sure. Let's see what nations kind of form when the civil war over here breaks out. 10 months. Keeping my eye on this. The Riots are really pissed. I'd love to give them something they like. We'll probably try to get some government reform coming through here. After this pops. Getting through our tooling workshops, then we have the things we want by the time we're independent. Those will be fine. Here comes law enforcement in 5 weeks. And we're 6 months out of the next one. There's law enforcement. And now we're going to be focusing on making a run for railways. We are getting atmospheric engine pumps. Scanneries is spreading. What's our military spread? Paddle steamer. Over here, we are getting mass communications for authority. Don't hate that. Don't love it, but I don't hate it either. It's me or them. Ryu? Cause without a rebel. He can actually stay. And hopefully he's going to keep boosting that peasants movement. It's kind of weak over here, but... trying to get the numbers up. Trying to get rid of absolutism and pro-slavery. There's another fight against Hyderabad. This is all going to be interesting. Great Britain won't support my military independence. That's a shame. Let's work on Khalsa, since we do border them. Well, eventually we do want to end up taking part of Delhi here. And is it coming? Are we here? 1 month. Welcome to Hindustan. We got this whole region, and some of this still got occupied. Do we have trying to take any of this? Maybe they will collapse. Did we get any subjects here? No, but we have a lot of people bringing. This looks like a good war for us. Mobilize, get you a man. Let's get you a Rio, because we want them to have some power. Let's get this army that we already have raised, and I want to take over the north with you. We should get our event here, the Peacock Throne. We're going to take the option to get more cultures, and we now get this whole front over here, including some subjects, I think. We got Indore and some other guys, so a lot of people siding with Hindustan here. So if we look at this, and we look at our vassals, bam. We have a lot of guys over in this region, so we're going to unite our front over here, too. It's a lot of people that are going to join us. A lot of people that we need to mobilize. So where's this army? This is a 9-stack in Delhi. Come over here and push that front. This is a 3-stack. Riots, mobilize. I want you to come take in the south, because that's going to be very important. Let's see how these guys fare, considering they're already fighting a war. They back down against Satara, so Satara is now independent. Our war is going to have a lot of front lines here. People want their own market. We need to improve with our own subjects here. And probably get a rival. I want to choose a rival real quick. Nepal will be our rival. And improve with anyone who is our own subject. Okay. Little separation is coming down the pipeline. Is the war broken out? War is coming, but it's not yet there. All right, our vassals will also man a lot of these fronts for us. Do you actually want you to come and push this front? Everyone wants their own market. We got to connect our lands here before that happens. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Pushing in the south too. You come over here if you can. And this should be a dead... There you go. They're going to push down there too. Okay. Awesome. We're also going to probably want to... So this region, you are a subject of Satara. If I look at over here and try to tributary, we could end up getting a lot of people under him, right? Because if I get him, I get all his vassals as well for cheap. That's going to be our target after this war breaks out. Depending on how all this goes. Mughal's starting to fall. Even if we white piece this, we'll still be fine. Your subject, yeah. Do I have any other armies here? I should have some. I need someone to come over to this front. This army needs just... Let's try to group some of these armies up now that they're all on this front line here. Take this 9 over there. Take this 3 and group the 3. We're just going to defend the front and hold here. There goes Patna, unfortunate. Come down to this front. Bengal's dead. Please don't have this go bad. This is a really good roll for us. They're almost willing to accept white peace. They will accept white peace. They're pushing in the south. Someone else is dead. I think we white peace this. I think we do. Accept your peace. Yeah, I will now accept white peace. Yes, get me out of this. And there's our Bombay rebels. We keep Hindustan. Satara still has a lot going on for them. But... can I reach this region? Not really. It's crazy how we still end up getting bopped there. Okay, now what do we do here? So Satara has 12 troops, but these other guys have ones as well. Does he have... Just have his vassals. Let's look at our vassals and make sure we do our subject interactions here. We're in a good spot, and I need to leverage this and play things carefully. So if we look at our subjects, I want to reduce payments on all of them. Reduce payments. No, reduce payments. Reduce payments. Alright, so they're all reduced. They're all very upset with me. If they want their own market, I'm going to start actually granting that to them. Don't think it will hurt us too much. We should have maybe gotten a construction sector or two, right? No, we don't actually have any of those. Cool. I do need to probably do some more rivals. Let's do Burma and Siam, because they don't matter. More interest. Give me Indochina, Persia, and the Himalayas. Don't have access to the sea, which is why I can't claim other stuff. So this guy's next to the sea, so he's going to be able to actually get around and fight us here. Ideally, I had to clear for this to get access to this market. Hyderabad's free. I'm going to try this and see. It's messy as all hell. But I think if I do this and take Surgura, it might work out decently. So many fronts, dude. All right, let's see how this works. Line infantry. I need to actually upgrade all my armies to line infantry. That probably doesn't help us. I also just start. Let's be aggressive here. Get some conscripts. See how this goes. Some people I think are joining my side here, right? And there's our total separation. Gotta make sure I'm keeping to using our things here. Need more artillery. Need more paper. I also need to use some of my... incorporate some of these regions here. If we do win this, this is huge. If we lose it, oh well. What are they trying to take from us? They want Jungladesh. Jungad. Where is Jungad? It's over here. So if we win up in the north, we'll be fine. I need to do another army here. Give him a lot of conscripts. Second, he has one guy here. I need to assign him. Why are these things fucking unifying here? Cochin's coming to our side? Oh, it looks like these guys have collapsed. I've got more subjects that just spawned. Oh, that's wild. Did I not put you on our front? Come to the one with 100 here that we have negative 100. This one. Well, here we go. Front lines. Luck be a lady. Let's just get some more conscripts here. This is my actual big army. Start raising another conscript army just to be ready. let's raise all conscripts, just have them available. And so let's see. Like, this should be a win right here. This army that's doing nothing. At front, stationed. You, right here, can defend that. What's happening here? First Mughal army. Bam, new front opens. There's a front over here for some reason. Don't know what's going on there. You need to come over. Someone there. Okay. This army, I need to have you over here. Can you come to the other front? You can. Numbers. This army needs to just defend here. Both of you need to defend. And give the other guys time. Got them from the other side. So, we occupy the war goal. One war goal. We need to get Sitaran. Tributary. We need access to a navy, which is not going to happen. Ideally, what's going to happen is we're going to be able to enforce, like, on the Bombay here. This one. Land adjacent to both war leaders. God was victorious here. Can I get to that front down there? That's the front we need to be at. Good. I also want to go and start getting some constructors in Agra. Sort by peasants here. We have a ton of peasants in Agra. And those guys, we're going to actually turn them on right away to iron frame buildings. Running very low on supplies here. It's just this region. If I can get them to let me violate sovereignty. They have no troops. Land adjacent to both border leaders. That's... You kind of do. What is a substantial enemy occupation? Oh, I guess they do have that region. Can I get a navy? I don't have access to a navy, no. There goes Nagpur. We're just gonna full occupy a lot of his stuff. Then I can stand down my men here, hopefully. Oh, they are attacking Satara. If they open a front here, we can actually attack them through the East India lands, I think. I need military access somewhere. Just having to have direct land kind of sucks. I could do this. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Someone else, please get involved. If I do this, we can take Hyderabad, and there's a land connection to Satara. They are going to fall to the British, though. Which means they're going to lose Maharashtra, Kualpur, and Vivagnan. Attack Hyderabad. And he gets it all. Gets it all back. Damn you, GB. It also just reset all my front lines. Okay, if I did that earlier, we would have been okay. That sucks, because that's a lot of things that they now have access to that I would love to get back from them. I need to get a friend. The good news is we should now have land access to everybody. And if I tributary everybody, we'll be in a good spot. All right. This is good. This is good. We've gotten there by amassing all of these troops. And so let's just keep going and tributarying everybody. Anyone who's independent, I want to tributary you. And in return, give me war reps. Ooh, Bengal. Well. You'll have to just defend in this front, I think. Take that 2 and 4 stack here. Take that 2 stack. Forgot we have a Assam on our side here. I think I do want Pashchim Bongo then. Probably should have waited to that at the very last thing here. Also, I need to look at what's going on with my nation. Hindu rights. We do have total separation also already. We want to do our 1 taxation again on services to give us some more. Government-wise, I need to throw some different people in power. Can I do something with this? Just takes me backwards. Anyone who I like in charge as far as interest groups? Not really. We'll just sit here and get some stability, I think. Hyderabad tributary. Alright, so Hyderabad's on our side. Need more rivals. Bengal, Sindh, Kabul, Dainam. I will do Persia too. Because I want to go ahead and improve with everyone under the sun who is on my side. Alright, we're going to need to start, after this, we're going to just sit here and chill and build up, which is fine. That's a good spot to be in. We want to get our subjects under wraps here, right? Because they are all pissed. Preferably, I want to get a friend here. All right, they've backed down. So they're now my subject. So our market here is most of India, and that's a good-sized little group to have here. Let's improve with China, and I want to, hopefully if I have more, improve with France. We are improving with France already. I want to get a friend in the region. And now we just stabilize. Stabilize and build up a nation here. So let's get our structures up again. 2 more tiers. Now we start ramping up our capacity and making sure we can meet our demands for different things. And slowly work on meeting our market access demands. Okay. First thing first, I do want to incorporate all of these states, but I need to have the people to do so. Journal-wise, we have 5 of the 20 we need for India. Some of them are being hosted in Bengal. Bengal is now a... What's your status here? You're a... Unrecognized major power, same as us. If they get weaker, we can take them. Kind of hope the Bombay presidency has some revolts from their subjects here. Unless you are all, like, directly. You are directly with GB. That sucks. That really, really sucks. I was hoping they would get kicked out entirely. But, I mean, we do surround them. It's going to be a glut of front lines here. We just need to take out everybody else. Go ahead and get your plate of power. That's fine. Just ignoring that we have a lot of people who hate us in our own country here. A lot of people in the peasants movement want to have reform. We have 2 of them. I can't pass any of these laws without causing an uproar because of our radicals. What I could do... Did these, iron frame buildings, we did kick up to this. Are they actually working? Do they have people working them in Agra? No, you're still hiring. Peasant Movement Revolution. What's the movement? This is Herat. What do they want? Something from the Peasant Movement? Let's give it a go. Let's see if I can do... Ideally a tenant farmer here. I could have them... He doesn't have an heir. They would give us an obligation or a war goal. It is who? Herat, and they're trying to kill Herat. Herat's dead. Sorry, can't do anything about it. You're gone. So, what's this going to go to? It's going to go all the way up to 80. I have to have these guys below. We have a lot of radicals here. I need to go and lower my taxes, I think. Maybe even do more government wages here. Yeah, keep low taxes. We want to try to get people to like us better. We're just making money flat out from our diplomatic pacts here. Let's group our government, our armies again. We'll have 2 armies we're running with. Take the 2. There we go. There's our 2 armies. Alright, let's make a move for one of the peasants things. Let's just try to get tenant farmers here to make them a little bit happier. This is going to be very bad. 2 million loyalists. 1 million loyalists. How is our, these guys doing? So, support independence from cold relations, from infamy. So getting them to like us is the step 1 here. And do I have anyone else that I need to reduce subject payments with? I do. Our lowest is Mewar, and they're trending downward. Infamy's not helping here, so we just gotta get our infamy down. Okay, I can do that. We're actively supporting this group. Tenant farmers, homesteading, consumption-based taxation. Consumption taxation is not good for us. So I'd really want to do tenant farmers here. I need the Zamindars to be one less disloyal here. Anti-French society. If I stop improving with you, they might just... Well, anti-French. If I do this and... Let's get Russia on our side. And we're going to damage the French just to try to appease them a little bit. I see more militants here. Oh, we need to build stuff. Alright, so right away, let's see what we need. We need... Do I have access to a port yet? I don't, so I can't do trade. We need clothes. Let's get some clothing. Let's get 3 of them in Delhi. 3 is too much here, probably. Especially if I were just to go and do, like, non-luxury. Alright, let's just make sure we manage these. Atmospheric engine. I want to do... Not butchering tools here. Lathes, dye workshops. We are doing sweeteners. I want one of you to be doing pot stills here. We're going to need to do ones here in Delhi. What makes us the most money here? Tooling would be nice to have. I have some tooling workshop in Delhi. Probably want to do 1 or 2 in Agra. Assuming Agra, I bet you Agra's not actually hiring everybody for this. Why are you why? Of course this building's going to be subsidized. That's a government-run building. Why does it not? There's a little bit of authority here. Any laws I can do. Damn, right now it's just the -7 from the number of radicals here. Radicals are trailing down. Taxes help with that. I do need to get a bonus to our government administrations. Let's do Agra. 6 of them. Once we do that, though, we're going to need to do some paper mills in Agra as well. This region, by the way, is now incorporated. Alright, they have gone off by 1 tab here, so I think I can squeeze in a tenant farmer here and get lucky with it. It's going to be very high chance of rejection here. We also have an absolutist movement. Supremacist Hindu rights. The minority traditionalists. We have everything you want. Absolutists, we have most everything you want. Your land reform stuff sucks. Peasant movement, more support. I like that. Just expression. Intergroup approval is a big thing for me. I want to get our radicals down here. Let's just see like how our society is doing. You're stockpiling gold. Yeah, I can't do much about that one. I can't build more of these in a wad because they're not even staffing, or Agra, I should say. Because they're not getting staffed. Let's build one in Delhi, I guess. And just see what the actual cost of these are. We need some hardwood. Let's go and find a... I guess we gotta do rural here. Logging camp. I want to take... Well, all of you need to be on sawmills. And one of you needs to go Is any of these ours? Bundelkhand. Do hard win Bundelkhand. Okay. Let's go back to normal here. Can I spend some of my money to nationalize buildings? Non-Mughal owners. I want to nationalize these. We have saved up 3 million. If I don't give compensation... There we go. We're nationalizing more of our stuff. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to slowly nationalize the money we have saved up. Because we can. 14 million GDP, that is us. We're doing better there, I should say. Do I want to use this infamy to do a tax? Not really. We don't make much in taxes. Check on the subjects. Subjects are starting to trend downwards, it seems, on some of them. Others, not so much. Assam mainly because we can't reach them. It's going to be a problem. We're going to have to fight Bengal to do this. Jaipur. Cold relations infamy. Where is Jaipur? Peasant movement gets more activism. Sounds fine. Great Britain has been embargoing us. We have some trade routes we can cut out. That's fine. Access problems. I am way over time here. Okay. We're going to put a cut in. We've got to start. We've got something we can build on. If you look at it, we actually control a good chunk of India here. So the hardest part is going to be getting what we don't have under our current control under our control. No brainer there. Particularly these lands over here that GB occupies are going to be a beast to try to take over. So we'll have to figure out how to do that. I'm not sure. He's a royalist. Let's drop him. Who's the new guy? Theocrat. That sucks. Anyhow. Regardless, I'm a Cosmo here. I hope you enjoyed. I've been Sean, the Blue Screeners, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.